Hey everybody! So let's talk preservative, okay? But first, before I open this box and show you the kind of preservative that I use, if your husband drops a railroad cross tie on your foot, don't you think that you deserve a whole bouquet of flowers? So we're like working on the driveway, and we pick him up off the trailer, and we drop him on the ground. We go 1, 2, 3, drop. We get the next one. We put it out there, and we stack it up on top of the one on the bottom. 1, 2, 3, drop. Okay, so we get the next one, and we've made 2 stacks of 2. So it's the last one. We got the last one. And I think it's supposed to go right there on the ground, just like all the others, because you can't stack them up more than 2 at a time, I think. And so we're like, okay. And I'm right there, and I got my feet, spread apart, so there's no way it can land on my foot. And it's going to fall right there on the ground, and we're like 1.5 feet from the ground. And I go, okay, 1, 2, 3. And right when I say 3, he just throws it. So that makes my end, the other end, come towards me, hits me in the leg, and lands on the top of my foot. I only got a rose. Don't you think I should have got a whole bouquet? He says he has to break a bone before I get a bouquet. He had to go to town later on. He comes back all bashful with this bouquet, with this rose, and he picked it up at the gas station, Isn't it gorgeous? And I was so excited to get that rose. I'd already had my CBD frog. My CBD balm was already rubbed on my foot. I'd done soaked it in Epsom salts. I was feeling better. I'm hobbling today. And I said, I don't know. I think that if you drop a railroad cross tie on me, that I should get a whole bouquet. And he says, no. He said you'd have to break I'd have to break a whole bone before I had to drive to the other end of town to Walmart to get a bouquet. Oh man, isn't it pretty? I'm hobbling today, but I got a flower. I didn't try to bring my glass vase though, because the glass vase would have easily been broken by a hobbling woman. So I said, okay, I'll just put it in the sports cup I got down there at the store. And so that's my rose. Hey everybody, so I got a package. I did the intro to this video this morning, then I got bombed. I got bombed all day. If my son hadn't come by, I think I'd have wet myself because I was here by myself and I couldn't even get to go to the bathroom. The door was rotating. There was people in, people out, people in, people out. More people than I knew what to do with then. So I buy from thesage.com my preservative, and people are always asking about preservative and where I get it. And Essential Depot doesn't sell anything but the natural vitamin E. Their vitamin E is awesome though, because it's full strength and it's not been diluted with who knows what, like what you get at the health food store, and it's super cheap compared to other places. So I have an invoice. I love it when I have an invoice. So I bought Optifin preservative, which is paraben free and formaldehyde free. Now, I like to do as natural of a product as I can, but I am not willing to risk my home and my business and my welfare to use a preservative, to not use a preservative, to just use natural stuff like vitamin E. And there's a thing you can get from beeswax when you buy it straight from the farmer. and different things that people have tried, but I'm just not willing to risk my livelihood for that. Ooh, I got a sample. Let's see. The blog.thesage.com. This free sample is from the blog project on March 8th, 2018. Check it out. Christmas inspired chocolate orange lip balm. Sometimes sometimes I can take stuff like this, and then sometimes it breaks me out because it's got fragrance in it, most likely, instead of, you know, it's chocolate orange. It's a fragrance. Has a nice sweet flavor. They most likely added a little saccharin. You can check this out though on blog, blog.thesage.com. Has a nice consistency. It's a little extra spready, so I would have liked it if it had just a touch more beeswax so it stayed put. Because when I do this, I can feel it seeping down my face, but I've gotten much worse. So I would have upped the beeswax just a touch in that. Has a very nice feel to it, not too greasy. I can actually taste or feel the wax a little, but that acts, you know, it acts as a moisture lock. It's just a little spready. I can feel it's leaving my mouth and getting on my skin just a little bit, guys, just a touch. All right. So if you want natural preservative, or as natural and harmless as possible for your customers, for your lotion products, but yeah, you want to still use preservative, I highly recommend Optifin. Optifin Preservative is something that you want to use at 1%. You can use it at 1.5, but I use 1%. I do not risk it though in goat's milk or any lotion that you add dairy products. You can set a glass of milk on your counter, and by day 2 it's already starting to decompose in room temperature. So that means you've got to use like gerbermin something or another, some of those high-powered formaldehyde and paraben preservatives if you want to use food products in your lotion like dairy. But if you're not doing dairy and you're just doing good old-fashioned oils and things like that, essential oils or fragrance, Optifin is awesome in my opinion. It also has the highest heat rating. It can tolerate up to like 170. I still wait till 140 before I put it in, but because it can tolerate hotter temperatures, it can be shipped without it being totally destroyed in the mail truck that could get really hot. But still, I won't buy it in the summer. I stock up in the winter and spring and fall when the temperatures are cooler. So like we had a cool spell, so I bought. Right now I'm wearing a sweater because it's chilly outside. Last night it got down close to freezing, so it was a perfect time for me to purchase preservative, because that means the mail trucks are going to be colder on the inside and I will have less risk of this product becoming damaged due to heat in shipping. Also, I always never ever purchase on a Thursday or a Friday or a Saturday. I always purchase on a Sunday or a Monday, so that there's no possible way that this product will get stuck in a mail truck where the truck driver delivered on a Saturday night, but there's nobody there, you know, at your final delivery location. So they just drop the truck, they go pick up and empty off the yard, and they head out. So all day Sunday and sometimes part of Saturday, they're just sitting in the heat. There ain't no shade. That stuff's just getting hot. It's getting hotter, and it's getting hotter, and it's getting hotter. And so I accidentally one time purchased, and it had a long drive all the way from California or Oregon or somewhere where I bought it, and it was in summertime, and I made lotion and every bit of it molded within a week because my preservative was killed in shipping. So I think companies that sell preservatives should have restrictions as to when they mail out. They should only mail out like on a Monday and a Tuesday, and then forget the rest of the days, so that that's not possible. And during the summer, I think they ought to make you pay for overnight. You know, so I don't buy during the summer, during the hot spells, and I also find the closest location I can to me to purchase from, so that this product will have the shortest amount of time in transit. So they did really good. They put it in some nice bubble to keep it safe. I will recycle that. Plus, this is a really nice box. I will keep this box, and I will reutilize that. And and I will put this over here. I paid $65.11 for these 2 bottles. And used to, when I would buy this from the Sage, it would come in and only be filled up to about right here because they were selling it in 16 fluid ounces, and this stuff is heavy. So 16 fluid ounces is really right here, but I think they decided that it was not worth the customer complaint because everybody was calling them going, this 16-ounce bottle ain't full. Well, that's because it's not water, it's preservative, and it's heavier per whatever. So I would get them and they'd be about here. Well, I called the first time they explained it to me. I was like, okay, I understand. And so I went on about my business. But I think they just got tired of that. So now you actually get more than your, let me just make sure. Let me make sure they haven't changed their bottle sizes. Hang on. Yep, 18 ounces. So, and I don't think that bottle weighs an ounce. But anyway, so it used to, you know, it'd be like somewhere in here and it wouldn't be full. And so I'm totally cool that it's now full. And, but anyway, so I paid $25.50 per bottle. This is 16 fluid ounces and 1%. So 1% of 100 ounces is all it takes. So this bottle will last you a long time. But I try to stock up. I always buy 2 at a time, especially right before summer to get me through the summer. So that's why I bought 2. I don't like to buy like more than I can use because I worry that because it's got a shelf life of a year, and so I worry that I don't know how many months it's been sitting on the warehouse shelf since it was produced and delivered to them. So I usually go with 2 bottles at a whack, but I sell and make a lot of lotion, but it don't take much. And then I paid $14.11 for shipping, and I actually paid for priority mail, and it came to me priority 2-day mail. So I think you should go priority mail as well. Ground shipping, that means everything's done by truck, and so there's more of a possibility of it sitting in a truck in the sun. That's my thoughts. Don't know if it's right. So I just wanted to give you an idea about this preservative and where to get it. But still, these people here, I believe that they're in Utah, but I believe when I contacted them that this was coming out of, let me see if it tells you where it's really coming from. Well, it says it's coming from freaking Utah, but I could have swore that they had a location this way up from me that was much closer, and that's where this product come from. So I don't know, but it got here in 2 days, so that means it was a boogieing and it wasn't sitting in the sun. So there you go. All right, so you try to find a place close to you and purchase as close to you as possible, but you also want a company that's known well enough that their product is moving. It's not just sitting in a warehouse and getting older and older and older and older, so that by the time you get it, it's only got 3 months left on its shelf life. Okay? All right. All right. Bye, everybody. Wait! Okay. I forgot. My clear bags come in. I'm assuming that this is the other 2,000. And we was going to look and see if they charged me for shipping or if the $10 and something that I paid for the whole 3 was for the whole 3 ounces, because they didn't have all of it right there in the location that I contacted. They contacted me actually, and they said, hey, we've only got 2,000 of these here, so no, I've only got 1,000 here, so 2,000 is going to come from the other location. And I said, am I going to have to pay more shipping because of that? And she said, no, you're not going to be charged any extra. I could have swore she said I wasn't going to be charged anything for this coming out of California. So let's see what it says here, if I got an invoice. No invoice. Oh well, I guess we'll never know. So I bet you that's what they said. This came to me at no shipping charge, and so the $10 and something was for the whole 3,000. So there you go. All right. Oh, and it's if you didn't see the other video, I'll stick it on the end maybe. Clearbags.com, and this is the GB4. So look at my clear bag review video a few days back, and you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, hi.